Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Didsbury Art Studio. I'm Sally. In today's video we're going to be doing a smocking piece and it's going to be this one here. This is a dragon scale and I did it a long time ago, but I thought I would do it on this amazing stretchy shimmery fabric. So I'm going to be working on the mannequin at the end of this video, but up until that point I'll show you the process from start to finish. Right then, let's get straight into the video. So I got this fabric from Leon's fabric store in Chorlton, Manchester, and it's really stretchy and I've gone for a cerise pink just because I'm really into this kind of hot pink at the minute and I thought it'd be a bit different to use. So we've got 49 inches across and I'm going to use 42 inches down. That's just what I've got, and I've saved just a little bit over there. And so just going to turn it over, and I'm always trying out different techniques, but a subscriber recently recommended to me, which I'm really grateful for. It's just another idea, adding the design onto your fabric. So notice I'm using the back of this fabric and I've got a 1-inch grid that's been photocopied. I've just put two A3 sheets together. What I've done is just pop that at the side, and I've put holes through all the black holes that I had on here. So I've just used like a little pair of scissors to poke through the holes, and then I'm going to use my water erasable pen and I'm just going to pop the pen through the holes and transfer the dots like so. But obviously there is a lot to do, so you're going to have to leave me with that and I'll show you once I've finished, and then I'll show you the design that we're going to do. So all the dots are done now. I used the water erasable pen, so that took absolutely forever. I just spread it out over a couple of days. So now I just need to add the pattern. So the pattern that I'm going to do is this one here, which is the dragon scales, and I'm going to need to draw this out all over the fabric. All done. Okie dokie then, I'm going to start on this right hand side, the bottom right hand side, and I'm going to start on this diagonal down at the bottom. So I've popped a knot in the other end of my thread. I'm going to do one long stitch down to that next dot, pull the fabric in and do a little stitch through there, and then I'm going to take my needle as usual through that loop and pop a knot in, and that'll just stabilize that. Then you can see that we've got a little T shape here, so we're going to head to the bottom of the T shape where that dot is, small stitch, and then we're going to pop another stitch in there just to make sure that this thread here doesn't gather in. And then I'm going to head to the left hand side at the top of this T shape here. I'm going to get my needle going in the direction that I want to go. That'll make it a bit easier, like so. And then straight across the top to the other dot, and I'm going to get my needle coming in the direction I want to go once again, and then back down to the bottom part of this T here. And then I'm going to pull the threads. Pop the little stitch through, and again, just so that I'm sure. And then I'm going to put a knot in. And we're done. Next, what you want to do is I'm going to cut the thread right there. Pop another knot in. And restart here, so the same pattern. So off we go again. Here's the diagonal, and I'm moving from the right hand side here all the way to the left hand side of the fabric. So what I probably will try to do a little bit every day, because this is quite a large piece of fabric, but it is going to shrink quite a lot. So, but I'm really digging this fabric. How crazy is that? Bling bling, love it. Okay, so I am going to carry on. I'll show you what the back looks like. There's nothing really to see, it just looks like that at the moment. So maybe when I've done a row, I'll show you again. Okay, so I've finished the first row, that's what it looks like. And then just to give you a bit of an idea, it won't make any sense at the minute. And that's what it looks like on that side. Right now. So next you just carry on with the next row just right above it. So right to left and crack on all the way up. So I've done a couple of rows and you can see it's starting to shrink. Quite a lot to do. I also should show you that at the moment, again, don't worry, but right now it's not making any sense whatsoever, but it will do.
I'm the first to arrive. That's unusual. So yes, this is what I've been wearing. But
You sitting on Sally's work? We are so nearly finished. I'm on the last row at the top. I'm not going to lie, it's actually taken quite a long time to do this. Okay, so that is it, all finished. So I'm so happy about that. It took ages. So anyway, when I turn it over now, you're going to still be a little bit confused because at the moment it's not looking like the dragon scales, but it will do, bear with me. So what you have to do is, you can see some of them have straight away, in fact maybe I just pulled some of those into the dragon scale. So you can see when I turn the camera like that, you can see they're starting to take shape. So we'll turn the fabric around later, but what you have to do now is start making these, just manipulate the fabric so that it goes into that pointy shape. So that's going to take me a little bit of time to do, so I'm just going to pop you on a time lapse. So all I'm doing is just pinching out the fabric and making these dragon scales work. So I have also rotated the fabric around. I'll show you in a bit because it's very nearly done now. Okay. So when I finished, the fabric was this way up. So I've just turned it around, pinching some of those fabric bits there to get the points in. And that is gorgeous. I really love it with this fabric as well. It's just that little bit different, isn't it? Woohoo! What do you reckon, Layla? That's the back, just so that you can see, and obviously there's the pattern. I think we need to just have a little go at seeing what this would look like on the mannequin. With it being really stretchy fabric, I just thought I should really like it just like that. Ooh, that's quite cool. That nice little drape. Hey, what next? What next do you reckon? That's it with the scales on the side going around that way. Okay, with that one, I've just sort of given it a bit of a halter neck and then tilted it on its side so that the scales are kind of pointing downwards. So it just gives it a little bit of shape coming down. Quite sculptural. I just wanted to jump on here because you know about a follower that has sent in some images of their work, and she's been influenced by the channel, and she sent some images of some of her garments that she's made on her course. Delighted to share her Instagram handle with you, and I'll pop a few images of her work in there. So go ahead and have a look at her Instagram. Thanks so much. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to subscribe and like, comment, and I'll see you in the very next video. Thank you so much for spending a bit of your time with me today. Take care. Bye.